Founder Acharya.
Founder Acharya of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. So that means that he brought a ancient tradition of worship of Krishna in its orthodox form from India and brought it to the West and distributed it freely to everyone.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world. So at first he started in the United States. First he went to New York City.
Yeah.
And before he was going to go to Tokyo, to the Japanese, but something happened and he didn't go. So he decided in his next chance he would go to New York. He started some small mission in India. It didn't work, so he decided, now I have to go to America. So when he was a young man, he took Bhagavad Gita and he used the purports, the teachings of his spiritual master, and he put Bhagavad Gita as it is. So it says as it is. It means that many people have given translation of Bhagavad Gita. If you go to the university and you study Bhagavad Gita, they'll talk about many different people who have commented on Bhagavad Gita.
About 2,500 translations before this one came along.
Yeah. So Srila Prabhupada called it, but none of them had presented Krishna as God. They presented him as a spirit, or as an energy, or as a light,
Or as the self.
or as the self, or as that we are God, Krishna is God, God doesn't really exist. So Prabhupada said this is called Bhagavad Gita as it is, because it's presenting Krishna as the supreme whole, and we are his parts. So we have the qualities of Krishna, but to a minute degree. So just like the ocean is very big, but if you take one drop of the ocean and you put it under a microscope, you can see all the qualities of the ocean within one drop. So if you want to know who is Krishna, you have to look at your own self. What are your feelings? What are your loves? Aren't you attracted to those people who love you? Are you attracted to the people who are always screaming and yelling at you? You're looking for that person who you can relate to, who you can share your feelings with, who you can respond back and forth. I was living in Dallas for 1 year in a room by myself with a big COVID lockdown. When I came here, all of a sudden, now so many people, I'm not in a room, it was like all of a sudden it's like someone broke open the door. So Prabhupada, he took this Krishna consciousness and he spread it all over, and he came to New York City, and where did he do? He went to Haight-Ashbury.
Well, that's in
He went to Greenwich Village. He went to Greenwich Village, and he was walking down the street, and someone offered him a room. Before he was up, Vaishnavananda visited.
Yeah, but we want to keep it short because we
Yeah.
have limited time.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the timekeeper,
talk.
but I do want to, as the host, I want to welcome everyone. We
Yes,
have a lot of
yes,
new
we
guests.
have to
Pete
keep
Cooper
up
was a
procedure.
new guest.
That's what we do.
Raja's here with the new
What-
guests. Nice to
which-
see you
which
again,
one?
Raja.
Yeah.
Of course, Blue and her family, Philip, Sita, and our regular Jagdishwar. And I don't know some of these people, and I forgot your name.
I'm lucky.
That's
Lucky, how can I forget that? And we have new guests too, Ram Vigraha and his wonderful wife, Mother.
And of course, Mother Meena is here.
Yeah, Mother Nina and Ganga, yes, we welcome everyone.
So,
And just to say one last thing, as far as Srila Prabhupada, who is Srila Prabhupada, he's probably the greatest mystic to ever grace the planet of the earth, because he spread the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. At a late age, between age like 70 and 84.
he was sent with
Or 83.
$13 in his pocket. But
Yeah, with
suffice it to
$13,
say-
he came here with nothing, absolutely nothing. And then he created this whole Hare Krishna explosion from the book we're about to read,
Yes,
Bhagavad
and
Gita.
suffice it to say, Peter brought you asked, you're the curious one, right? Srila Prabhupada is a spiritual master. Acharya means one who teaches by example, just to keep it succinct and short. Srila Prabhupada guru. Guru means teacher, but not ordinary teacher, a spiritual teacher. And what is a spiritual teacher? Someone who teaches you how to become liberated, how to leave this material world. This material world is temporary. Everyone grows old here, everyone becomes ill here, and ultimately what?
We depart.
Everybody dies. Does that sound like an ideal life? Aging, you know, no more
Disease,
hair.
death.
I used to have hair, it's gone. You know,
And then
and
frustrations all the way through.
Yes, so Srila Prabhupada is teaching the mark, the path, okay, of self-realization, understanding your true identity beyond the physical body. The first thing Srila Prabhupada told his disciples is, you're not this body. Because with the cognitive understanding that we're not this physical body, then we're going to question, right? Adapta Brahma Jignasa, which means we're going to inquire. If we're not this physical body, then who are we? And Srila Prabhupada also gave many metaphors, many examples.